Okay, we're going to try again, everyone. Technology always has a mind of its own, always. You just have to have lots of patience and persistence, yes, and prayer for technology. It's like praying for success, right? It's the same thing. You have to pray and be patient with technology. Okay, let me see it. Did that work?
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, we're
yeah,
back.
okay. Okay, everybody. So bear with us. Sorry, technology always has a mind of its own. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So you know who I am. If you don't, I'm Dr. Iyabo. I'm an author. I'm a life coach for women. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a speaker. I do a lot of different things. Yes. So yeah, I do a lot of different things. But the reason I'm coming on today is to highlight my dear sister here, Alexandria. But more so, I wanted both of us as entrepreneurs to come on and really help you guys. Whoever is already an entrepreneur and is looking to improve her business or scale her business, or if you're looking into starting a business, this, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes that we're on here or longer, we'll see when we're tired and we'll get off, will really help you. And if you want to make notes, make notes. And when we went off, I went to check my notes. So now I remember all four.
Four, okay.
Yes, I remember all four. But this is Alexandria. I'll let her introduce herself.
Okay.
And then we'll continue talking. We were talking about the importance of being excellent as an entrepreneur, not being perfect, but being excellent and just being you will set your margins for yourself. So if you've been at number 2 and you want to get to number 10, you will be your only competition. You're not competing with other people, but you're looking to improve yourself. So I'm going to let you, Alexandria, introduce herself and then continue talking. We were talking about the influence of parents, but I'll let her start.
Okay, so I'm Alexandria Ali. I'm the designer and owner of F&W Style, which is a luxury leather handbag brand for busy women on the go. I'm also a wife and a mom to 2 kids, 2 adorable kids.
Wonderful.
So that's about me, yeah.
Yes, wonderful. So Alexandria was saying how her mom being an entrepreneur before, was your mom a designer also?
Yeah, she was a designer,
Yeah.
clothing designer, yes.
Clothing designer. So how
Yes.
her mom's influence helped her. So I was also saying that my parents were also entrepreneurs, and really the influence of my parents is what really empowered me to want to have my own business, even though they were not doctors.
Yeah.
But I knew when I was in medical school that I was going to, in some way, have my own business around medicine. And that's what empowered me. And really, I feel like my dad was my business coach because I went to my dad for everything. He was my money advisor. He was the one who just kept spurring me on. I was so scared when I was going to take my business loan. It seemed like so much. He's like, Iyabo, I know you can do it. Take the loan, you pay it off. And everything he gave me, all the advice he gave me was true. But not everybody has that.
Yeah.
Right? Not everybody is born into an entrepreneurial family. A lot of our sisters and friends out there, their parents were civil servants or they were employed. And they really want to dive into entrepreneurship and they don't know how because they weren't born into that, atmosphere. And that's why you and I need to help these women in some way or the other. I know you're not a coach, but I'm going to make you become a coach at some point or have some kind of entrepreneurial school. Yes, because once you have a successful business, you have to move into other income streams. And then you'll find that those other streams will be effortless. Yeah, they'll be effortless. So because what you're doing is wonderful, many women want to do it. So you can use what you already know to help so many women. So, and that would be effortless. So anyway, that's just one gem for you out there. So you see how I convert people.
I know.
Yes.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm taking it.
Yes. And that part will be effortless because you've done all the work. You've created an empire with FW Style. And then now you can start helping other women who will want to do what, and it may not be shoes they'll sell. It may be earrings. It may be pies. It may be wall art. It may be whatever it is that they want to sell, but you can give them the steps to do what you're doing and have an online or digital school. So this is what I know my gift is. I can talk with people and help them figure out what it is they want to do. But going back to parents, if you don't have somebody like a parent who was an entrepreneur in your life, then you have to find somebody. If you really want to be a successful entrepreneur, you don't have to have many advisors, but you need at least one or two. And sometimes you do have to pay for those people. You do. But if you're trying to work out entrepreneurship on your own, it's not going to work. I see so many businesses fail, and I'm like, you should have seen this coming. You didn't know your numbers. You don't know anything about your business. So those are all the things that are so important. So Alexandra, we've talked about having the influence of parents in our lives. There were other things you said, which because we switched over and I wasn't making notes, I don't remember, but there were some other gems you shared.
Yeah, I was just saying
go ahead.
I was just saying, we talked about, you mentioned utilization, like how to find out, what it is that you're passionate for. And I said that we shouldn't forget about the people, like you said, around us. Some of us might not have the parents, but there's that friend, there's that cousin, there's the people you follow on social media. You'll be so amazed by just saying, what do you guys think about, what I give? What are some talents that you think I have? I have had so many friends that have now become photographers, that are now like own their own, businesses or practices. And it's just from us saying, you're always the one doing events. You're always the one, putting our events together. You should be an event planner. Like people around you know those gifts. You might not know it for yourself, but they know, so take advantage of that.
Yes, absolutely. And be open to learn. This is a very chronic problem, and I post about this a lot. And people, especially us women, we don't realize men I feel are more open. When I see men interact with each other, they're more open to each other. They're not overly emotional. It's good to be emotional. It's good to be able to express your feelings. But if you put that into the business world, you're not going to be able to achieve anything. So I'll repeat that again. If you bring your emotions into the business world, you're not going to be able to achieve anything. You have to be open. I'll give an example, and I know this is not very widely accepted, but that's just me. If a Trump supporter is, I do have many Trump supporters that I follow on social media. I do, and I'm you can unfollow me if that's not good for you, but that's honestly who I am, and I'm not, because I don't rule people out. We're all on a journey. We're all on this self-discovery journey. I don't rule anybody out. I do have a few women I follow who are Trump supporters. I love some of what they post because some of it is very true. But when they start talking about that they support Trump and this and that, and Biden is this and that, I don't post them any hate words. I don't disrespect them. I just don't like the post. Right? Tell me about it, because that is emotional intelligence. That is how you can learn from. That's how my parents raised me. My dad always told me, Iyabo, you can learn from anybody. So make sure you're open. Do you have
I believe so too. I believe so too. I think you can learn. Doesn't matter if they're old, they're young, if they're supporting this other party or you're supporting. Those things don't concern me. Now, if I have a personal friend that we're talking, I'll let them know my opinion. They let me know their opinion, but we're not all meant to be the same people. So I feel like we need to remember that. And in business, as long as somebody is not immoral in the way where I feel like they're doing things that, that are just against, everybody has their own standards, but it definitely shouldn't be by political party. It definitely shouldn't be because of a class system. It definitely shouldn't be about religion or gender. I feel like everybody has their own path to follow. You can talk it out. You can talk to people if you want. But when it comes to business, keep it business. That's what you're there for. I mean, to me, it's not any of my business what, my customers are doing in that aspect in their personal life. As long as they are, respectful towards me, I'm respectful
Yes.
towards them. That's really all that matters, you know?
Yes, yes. You see why I love Alexandria? You see why I love Alexandria? I've followed her for long enough, and I understand that she doesn't think in a polarized way. If you're a polarized person, I have bad news for you. You're always either going to be upset or angry or depressed or just not have peace in your life, because you can't change the whole world. You can't. If you're always trying to judge somebody. And this is important for business. In my courses, the first video I have is about personal development. And women who are on here who are taking my course they can testify. Obviously, I can't tell you what's in my course, but you cannot succeed in business. You cannot succeed in business unless your personal life and your emotions are in order. I hope you guys can hear that. And it doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but you have to be in the mindset that you know that you are improving as you go. But if you're one who always wants to rule people out because of their religion or their race or some, I had this conversation with my daughter yesterday that yes, I do have some Trump followers on my page, and I've reposted many of their quotes because they do speak some sense. I'm not a supporter of Trump. I'm not, because I can't support somebody who disrespects people. And let me just make that clear now. I'm not a supporter of Trump, but the people who are Trump supporters, I can't rule all of them out. I can't rule them out because I've learned a lot from some of their posts. But when it comes to posts where they say things I don't agree with, I just move on to the next post.
Move on. We have to learn to be able to protect whatever our piece is, because sometimes, you know, and this is important in business too, you're going to have things that are thrown at you that you might not necessarily agree with, or stuff that's going on all day long. So if you let everybody and every element just get you would be like this all day long. So sometimes you have to just protect your peace, and by protecting your peace means sometimes just leaving things the way they are and just moving on and controlling what Alexandria, you can control.
Exactly. And I'll give you an example. What if a Trump supporter comes into my practice and brings their kids to be seen? I will see them, right? You know, even if they have a MAGA hat on, I will see them. I'm not going to say because they have a MAGA hat on. If a Trump supporter comes to your website to buy bags, are you going to say because you're a Trump supporter, I'm not selling you bags?
No, absolutely
not. So it's the same thing. So in business and in entrepreneurship, it's very important to have emotional intelligence, and it's very important to be open and flexible to learn, because you don't know who you're going to learn from. So again, we're talking about excellence in business, and now I'm going to go into some more practical things, and I want you to talk about that FW. Alicia, I still keep calling you
Call
FW.
Me both.
I call you your brand name. This is why your branding is so good, because I call you your brand name.
You're not the only one. A lot of people do. I'll be at like places and somebody, are you FW Style? I was like, yep, that's me.
Hi Joyce, hi Yvonne. So I'm going to, now that there's more of you on, I want to repeat 4 words that are important in entrepreneurship. The first one is that we had said before, is knowing that, what was the first one? Yes, knowing what your gifts are and knowing how to utilize your gifts. So the first key word here is utilization. All of you who are here with us now have your gifts. You know what your gifts are. Some of you may not know, but you kind of have an idea. But the problem why you're not doing well, or you're too scared to start your business, is you don't know how to utilize your gifts. The second one is packaging. You don't know how to package your gifts. Packaging is so important. It's so important. The third one is you don't know how to deliver your gifts. Delivery, utilization, packaging, delivery. And then the fourth one is that excellence. You don't know how to make sure that what you're doing is excellent so that you can rise above. And I was saying that I always want to view myself as a bird. I love birds. I always say, it's funny, I say, if I'm coming back to this world and God says, okay, you all have to choose an animal, I'll choose a bird. Because I like how they perch up on tree branches and they look like they're free. and they have fresh air, and they're looking at the whole world. So you have to do those 4 things to be able to elevate yourself, where you're looking at everybody and you're saying, oh, wow, I've come this far, I've elevated myself. So those 4 things are important. Now I want to talk about something that I do and you do and many people don't, and that may be what's stopping them. We interact with, I don't want to call them followers. We interact with our friends.
Community,
We interact with our community. When they post comments, we try our best to reply them.
Yes.
And if they give us a compliment, we always try to say thank you or things. I've been watching you. I watch you. You know, a lot of ladies that I watch you not because I'm stalking you, but because I want to reassure myself that everything you're doing is what I already know. A lot of us out there have platforms on LinkedIn, on Instagram. People just got comments. They'll say you're beautiful, and you just like it. You don't say thank you. I think that is a problem, at least for me. If somebody tells you you're gorgeous and you just like it and you don't say thank you, that may be the reason for me not to want to do business with you, because I just feel that that's not polite.
I agree. So I mean, it's just like, I see it just like if I'm outside and I'm walking and somebody says, oh, you look beautiful. I'm not going to keep walking or just say, I'm going to say thank you, you know. So that's the way I see it. And it's a community. You have to me, I see anybody that purchases from me, anybody that comments, anybody that likes, anybody that shares my brand, I see them as part of my community. I see them as part of what's rising me up and part of what's lifting, you know, our brand to a different level. So I see it as we're all, you know, kind of doing this together, and they are what's helping me to succeed. So for me not to be able to say thank you, or for me not to be able to say, wow, I mean, you're giving me a compliment, you're elevating my brand, you're the reason why, you know, because we deal with a lot of like stores and boutiques and stuff. You're the reason why when they come to my page, they see interaction. You're the reason why when they come, they see other women, the pictures that people are sending me, the comments that they're leaving. These are all things that are helping my brand. So not interacting, to me, I mean, I guess I wouldn't understand why they won't. You know?
So this is why I wanted to do this video, because I know that it's not everybody that can afford to pay for my Live Well Now package. I have increased my price to $1,600 for my package, because it consists of a lot of high value items. It has my financial freedom class, and then it has 4 private coaching sessions with me. But I'll be doing these lives to drop gems here and there. But you have to know that at some point, if you're serious about setting up a business, you need to pay for somebody who's actually going to help you elevate. So these lives will make you start thinking more about entrepreneurship and start helping you in small ways to improve your business. But at the end of the day, you still need to invest that money to get good service. So we're talking about entrepreneurship and business. I like repeating myself because repetition helps. The first thing is you have to know how to utilize your gifts, utilization. You have to know how to package your gifts. You have to know how to deliver your gifts. And your gifts, I mean your talents. So I'm not talking about tangible things. And then you have to just know how to be excellent. And part of being excellent is interacting with your clients or your community, like we've talked about. Another thing is producing high quality services or products. High quality services or products. It's a highly competitive world, guys. It's a highly competitive world. So people want value, and you want to provide real value to people. The reason why I love lovely things, I'm sure you all do. I love nice things. I've worked hard, and I like the finer things of life. When I discovered Alexandria's bags, I was happy, because I'm like, I was looking at the way your bag came packaged. It looked better than maybe the more high-end bags I have, like like the Gucci's and all that. I'm not showing off again. I have worked hard. I'm 50 years old. I do have some designer bags. But the packaging of your bag was probably even better than the Gucci bag that I had. I didn't even want to open it. It came in this pink. It came in this pink, lovely bag. I'm like, look at what Alexandria is doing. I was so impressed by you. So the first bag that I bought from her, I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep buying from her. And her bags are high quality. None of the bags I bought for her has been damaged or broken or anything. And they're lovely. When I wear them, people are like, oh, where did you get that bag? And she is the brain behind those bags. And they're good quality. They're high leather. So guys, and that is a product. But even if you're providing a service like coaching or what I do that is more intangible, you have to have quality. So do you want to talk on delivering quality, Alexandria?
Yes, I wanted to talk about that. And I also want to talk about, I don't know if you remember how I first met you or what I did, because you probably don't remember.
I don't remember.
So this is another lesson, is never feel like you're too big or too much for anything. So I'm always on Instagram, and when I'm on Instagram, I see women that I'm like, okay, she would be an FW girl, which is what I call the women that carry our brand. And I saw you, Dr. Iyabo, I think you had either just released a book at Jimmy Choo or something. You did something that was on social media. So I saw your picture. Somebody posted that they were at your event, and I saw your picture. I went to your page. I said, wow, this lady is fabulous. And I was like, she would be an F&W girl. And I was having, and so one day, so I have a save tab in my Instagram. So I saved ladies that I would like to meet one day, so I started following you, interacting. And one day I was having an event and I DM'd you. I was like, you should come to my event today. And you're like, oh, today? You're like, you know what? Sure. And you came to one of them.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, I do that often. And when I see women that I feel like I will connect with, or I feel like will actually like what I have to provide. So that was that. I just wanted to mention that. And you came and you liked what you saw and all of that. So don't be shy to reach out to people or to meet people. And I do that with stores and boutiques that I want to be in. And I do that just all the time. And so that was that. And you talk about quality. I feel like it's important to kind of know who your market is and what is going to make them happy and what will make them want to keep coming back to you. And for me, I know the women that I serve, and I feel like quality is a big thing for them. And also that is my brand. What do they say? Like, my brand story is quality at an affordable price. And that is what I've always done. So some brands, might just make something and bring it out. My team will tell you, I'm one of those people, I tear things apart. The samples come and I carry it for like 2 weeks and make sure it doesn't bang up, make sure it's not scratching, make sure there's something. And there's some things we do and everybody's ready to produce it. And I'm like, well, it's not right because the strap is not right. So we have to go again to the drawing board. It might be more expensive that way, but I feel like it is what makes people keep having 7-12 bags from our collection.
Because
like
me.
Like you. So that's it.
So that's really important, and I hope you guys are getting all of this. So the first thing we discussed was you have to interact with your community, and a perfect example is if people are posting and they're commenting, you have to find the time. You don't have to do it on the same day. I know we're all busy. Sometimes I don't reply comments for 2 days, but I always find time to reply to everybody, even if I don't, and everybody who gives me a compliment, I always reply.
Yes.
If it's just a blank statement and I'm busy, I may just like it. But if somebody says you look beautiful, you look gorgeous, or I always reply them, thank you, because that's very important to be polite. People want to feel like, oh, you read the message and you're acknowledging it. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is, whatever product or service you're producing or providing, make sure it's high quality. Again, Alexandra said you have to know the people you serve. That is very true. But even with the people you serve, there's so much competition in the world now. There's so many people doing the same thing we're doing. So you have to make sure that you use your unique gifts to rise above. Like I said, just think of that bird in the air who is at a higher level than everyone, not in an arrogant way, but in a way where she's like, oh, I feel so free. I've done so well. You know, I've done my best. I'm still doing my best. See how I'm changing the world. Oh, I feel so good. I'm breathing in fresh air. So that's how you should be thinking. And the reason why we're yes.
I was just going to say, ask for the place you want to go, not the place that you are. So when you were talking about some bags that you have in our packaging are even better than that, I'm always looking for where I want to go next. I'm not for where I am. So I'm always looking at the brands where people will be like, wait, you're looking at what Gucci is doing. Shouldn't you start here? No, that's where I'm going, and I plan to surpass that. So that's where I'm looking at. And those are the kind of things I want to do for my clients now.
Absolutely. I love that, because you have to aspire for the best.
Yes.
You have to aspire for excellence. You have to aspire for excellence in how you package your product or your service and how you deliver your product or your service. And I'm not saying you're going to be excellent today. It's a journey. It's a journey. So you might as well start now. A lot of you are still waiting for the perfect situation. You're waiting to meet the man of your dreams. You're waiting to lose weight. You're waiting. You're waiting to spend that money on something else that you can use to develop yourself. It's a journey. I didn't get to where I am today overnight. I didn't sleep and just wake up. Alexandria didn't just sleep and wake up. How long have you been doing this? You haven't even told us. When did FW Style come to be?
It'll be 10, well, actually September just passed. It was 10 years in September, 5 years since I've been actually full-time doing it.
Okay, so you see now that it takes a while. So you better start from today. Procrastination is not going to get you any kind of success. And one thing, the reason why I wanted to do this live today, what came into my consciousness was something that happened to me today. So today is the day that I launched my Live Well Now package, because honestly, I just want to focus on women who are ready now and who are really serious about doing this. I do have a few women who pay for my personal coaching now, and there was one that said she wanted to do the coaching every other week. Yesterday she said she wants to do it every week because she's like, she wants more. So I want to target women who are ready now to invest and just do this thing. So that's why I decided to make my package just wholly available, and that they also have me for 4 hours of coaching. But when I released that today and my email list went out, and I won't say who it is, but a lady in a big organization, which is a national organization, she's on my mailing list, and she sent me an email and said, Dr. Iyabo, you're just doing one thing after the other. And then she gave me 3 things that she wants me to do for their organization. Wow. She wants me to be the face of projects that they're doing now and other things. And I'm reading the email and I'm like, you know, if I didn't launch this course and she didn't see that I'm doing great things. So by elevating myself, I attracted even more excellent opportunities, because she read an email where I said, I'm providing courses for high achieving women at $1,699. And I said, oh yeah, I'm open to all these things. I replied her immediately and said, I'm in, count me in, I'm open. And immediately she connected me with another lady who is their marketing specialist. And she described me as, meet Dr. Iyabo, an entrepreneur, a wife, a mom, and a business tycoon.
Wow.
I'm like, I've never called myself a business tycoon. But, so when I read that this morning, my mind immediately went to you. I'm like, I'm going to do a live and I'm going to bring Alexandria on and I'm going to show women how, because I put this in my course too. I told my story of how one opportunity has led me to so many that I'm not looking for. Do you want to comment on that? How excellence attracts you high level opportunities?
I mean, I feel like it's just what you said is so true. And that's why it's so important to just move in excellence in everything that you do. Pay for the things you need for your business and
Yes.
pay for it and do it. Because I used to be one of those people that were like, well, I want to do this myself and I want to do this myself. Let me tell you, the minute I started paying and hiring and doing all of that, everything just went step by step because people see that and are attracted to that.
Yeah.
Even through this time, this year, this crazy time that we've had, I've decided to elevate the kind of pictures that we put up, the type of photographer that we used. And since that whole thing, I mean, even just the levels of people that you wouldn't even believe, some of the people that have been reaching out to us, some of the big department stores.
Yes.
And I'm just like, sometimes I sit down and I look, I'm like, how? But it's just because when you put good work out there, it just attracts all the people that,
absolutely,
that, you know, that would like that. It attracts them. Yeah.
Yes. Without even looking for, but the first thing is you still have to make that first step. Yes. And this is where a lot of women are stuck. A lot of women are so stuck. They don't want to make that first step, and they're leaving so much on the table. Yes. You know, so the first step I made was 16 years ago, right? In 2004, when I became an entrepreneur and I opened my practice. And since then, it's been automatic for me. I know I wrote my books, and then somebody came to my book signing who knew somebody at the United Nations. He just stood there. I was wondering why this guy was standing in the corner. I thought he was checking me out, but he was just looking at me. Another friend brought him all the while. And then when I was done, he said he wanted to talk to me. And that's how he introduced me to somebody at the UN. And I had 3 speaking engagements at the UN. Wow. Yeah, and then after that, I got this job with Flow Health because they just found me on LinkedIn because they saw my post, and she went to my blog and she said, "You write very well. Would love to have you write for us." That's how I got another job, which I call it a passive income, because I can be in my living room sipping my wine and just editing their articles. Wow. You know? Wow. And then today I launched my high ticket courses and coaching, and somebody who's on my mailing list in a national program messages me and says they want me to be the face of one of the projects you're doing. So that's, and for me, I want to share. I'm not somebody who keeps success to myself. I could keep this to myself and say, I'm not going to tell anybody so that they don't know, because it's my wish. And even the ladies who've signed up for my courses now, they send me messages every day of how they're just loving everything I've shared. But I just want to help people. And I know Alexandria has a heart of giving also. Yes. That's why I brought her on. So let's emphasize, what else do you want to say up to people about just making the move to just start to elevate?
It's just, you know, make that move and find out. I actually wrote some things down when you said being excellent, because I think sometimes people confuse excellence with perfection. And being excellent, and when people used to say that, I would be like, what does that exactly mean? And I have, I mean, 2, 3, I have a few things here that excellence means to me. So when you sent me that DM, I wrote this down. I'm like, to me, it means being authentic, being your true self that God has called you to be. It means being creative. You know, think outside the box. And I feel like this COVID time period, pandemic, not having much places to go, has given us, a lot of us, a time to actually sit down and think, what is creativity to you? It means being passionate. For me, my business is like my baby. And people can feel that. People can feel when you have love and when you have passion for what you're doing. It means being generous. And that is with your time, that is with your, you know, money, that is with your knowledge, like you are, being consistent, doing the same practices and, you know, working it out.
Oh, we know about that, right? As business people, we know about consistency. You have to keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Being intentional. And then the last thing is knowing what your vision is. So that was one of the things that I had to learn, was knowing what my vision was, because without knowing where you're trying to go, you're just trying everything. But once you figure out, this is my vision, this is where I'm going to do, you start writing steps on how to get there, and it gets you so clear and so focused.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the things that I wrote down.
I hope you guys are making notes. I guess this will be on my page, but I hope if you're here live, you're listening to all this, because this is all so important. Being authentic, being passionate, being consistent, being intentional, all those things are going to help you. And you have to be open to learning from people who've already done these things. So if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, again, I'm not putting any coaches down. We all have our unique gifts. But if you're looking for somebody who's been an entrepreneur, look for somebody who is a successful entrepreneur.
Yes.
That can help you along the way. Yes. Because there's coaches that coach on many different things. If you look for a coach who's going to help you with your finances or your profession, and they don't dive into your personal life, it may work for you, but it may not be long lasting, because you know, your profession and your finances are not separate from your personal life. Anything I'm coaching on, I talk about the personal life first. I'm not going to talk to anybody about financial freedom until we talk about the personal aspects, because that's actually what makes a lot of women stuck. That's why they can't make any move. And you talked about the support of your husband when we started. That was the other thing. Again, that's crucial, very crucial. Of course, I've been divorced and I've remarried. And that's one of the problems I had, just not sharing the same dreams and not being on the same path. And for me now, life is so different with my husband, because honestly, it's like night and day. You know, he supports me with everything. It's just amazing. So you have to have that partner. For single ladies, if you're still in the dating game, I want Alexandria to kind of just talk to you about, I know you're not a dating specialist, but I know you're so knowledgeable. But what should single women be looking for, so that when they do want to be entrepreneurs, they know they have a good partner?
Yeah, I feel like look for somebody that that matches who you are. Somebody that's not intimidated by your success, or that's not intimidated by, you know, you doing well. It has to be somebody that's able to lift you up. Somebody that also has their own thing going on and is okay with you having your own thing going on. You know, when I met my husband, he almost was like, you know, okay, because a lot of people would say, oh, you've now gotten married, you can't go on those vacations with your friends, you can't do this or you can't do that. And I'm like, me and my husband have never been that way. I still go on vacations with my friends, with my girlfriends, and have girl time, because it's so important to my life. And he's fine with that also. He matches me. There's no, oh, you have to be the one to cook, to clean, to take care of the kids, to do everything under the sun while, you know, he will be relaxing. No, we share responsibilities, because we know we both work and we both do things, you know. So it's just important to have that person that understands that, yes, my wife is doing all of these, and there's some times where she might not be able to do everything in the household. But that's fine. I can do stuff too. So we're truly partners in what we do. We divide things up. We truly do. Like, you do this and I do this. We divide things up. And he works with me a lot in the business. So that's another thing a lot of people don't know, because he's not one of the, as much as, if you've ever seen my husband, he likes to dress up and look nice, but he hates to be in camera and pictures and all those kind of things. So he's more of a, you go and you shine and I'll be here. So he does all of like the IT and stuff for my business. He does a lot of the financial things for my business, but you would just never know it, because he's just happy with me being the face of that. And I feel like that just keeps us strong.
Oh, you see why I love Alexandria so much? You see why I love her so much? So you have to start that mentoring. Well, not mentoring, because I want you to it has to be an income stream. So mentoring is not, you don't pay for mentoring, you have to Start showing women how to be entrepreneurs. You have to. We need more of you out there. I know I'm doing something similar, but the more the merrier. You need to start doing monetizing this to teach women and educate them on what to do. The person you choose as your life partner is so important. Look at how Alexandria is glowing. You can tell she's glowing. She's not exhausted. I mean, she may be tired some days, but she's taking care of herself because she has a true partner who partners with her. They work together. Okay, they work together. She didn't look for somebody who was wealthy, who would pay for everything for her so she could live in a mansion and not do anything. No, that's not life. So women, we have to change our strategy and our perspective and our mindsets. There's no rich husband. If you marry a wealthy man and you don't want to work, he's never going to be home because he has to be out working to earn that money. But if you're both partners and you're both supporting each other, you can both have time off together, work together, or hire good nannies. You have a nice partnership. You see how she's glowing, and this is why her business is also doing well, because her personal life is in harmony with her professional life. Okay, this is in my course, but you cannot have financial freedom if your personal life is not in harmony with your professional life. And personal life comes in all shapes and sizes. It's not just your boyfriend or your husband. It's how do you take care of yourself? Are you eating right? Are you, exercising? Are you taking care of your physical body? Are you taking care of your spiritual body? So you know what? Financial freedom is a lifestyle. How much time do we have, Alexandria? I want to make sure it doesn't cut us off. This video is gold.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We came back, so we should be fine. I think we have maybe about 10-15 minutes.
Okay, maybe we should try and wrap up in 5 minutes so that we don't lose this video. So being financially independent is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Nobody's going to tell you can make $1 million in 5 years if you do this and invest in this stock and invest in this stock. No, you have to think about your personal and your professional, and they have to be harmonious. I'm not saying perfect, but they have to be harmonious, and this is where a lot of us get stuck. So we really want to help you, myself and Alexandria, people who want to help you, but we can't help you unless you make that first step, because I know she's probably going to launch what I'm saying soon. I know she will, and I know she's going to go and talk to her husband about it, because it's needed, especially in this digital space we're in. Oh, it's so needed, because everybody needs to find some kind of digital business that they're doing that will really elevate. The world is changing, and we have to change with the times. We have to recalibrate. So we want to help you. I've already started my online school. I know it's expensive, but it's because I need to work with women who are serious. I have to work with women who I know are ready to make the change. They're going to invest in their lives, and they're going to take action. That's why I'm not doing $100 or $500 course, and I need to be there for them. I need to invest. So like, this is 1 hour of me and Alexandria. Imagine if you have me for 4 hours of this. Imagine what you're going to get.
And I was just going to mention that it all comes because some people might say, oh, I don't have the money to do that. Everything in life is a thought, right? Is a thought, and is a decision that you're making. So when you decide, truly decide and believe that this is something I want to do, be it the course, be it starting a business, be it whatever it is, truly decide and say, I want to do it. And I'm telling you, I don't know the science behind it, but I know it works, and I know that it happens once you make that decision. So even if the course is $1,000, that's none of your business. Your business is to say, I'm deciding and I'm choosing that this is what I want to do. It will happen.
And there's women who've paid that. So I know women have it. There's women who've paid that. I've already told you the one I coached yesterday. One of her sessions was meant to be every 2 weeks. She's turned it to every week because she wants more, and she just wants to get going and keep going with it. So those are the high achieving women I refer to, women who are ready to have more and to do what it takes. And I'm telling you, excellence will then just start following you. Opportunities will start following you. Like the one I got this morning.
Yes.
When I woke up this morning, I didn't know I was going to get an email from this lady to tell me all these things they want me to do at the national level for their company. Just because she saw my email that I said, you know, I was serving high achieving women. So women, we want to help you, but you have to make the decision to help yourselves. And please follow Alexandria. Her page is at FW Style. She has lovely bags. You have to pay thousands of dollars for Gucci and all of those. You pay hundreds for her bag, and you get the same quality. So I'm putting her handle here. And you guys, please make sure that you patronize her and buy her bags, because she is going to start coaching you soon on how to do similar things in your life. So make sure you follow her so that when she launches all of her new projects and all of that, you will know. And Alexandria is a lady you need to be following, because that's where you're going to get inspiration from. You know, don't follow people who all the way up here, you're aspiring. Follow people who are closer to you. And that's another thing I tell people. You're following the Kardashians. Not that you shouldn't. I don't have anything against the Kardashians. Please don't message me. Don't message me that I said I hate the Kardashians. Because people always, oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
They take your comments out of context. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that if you are a day-to-day woman like we are, it's fine to follow them. But if you're aspiring for the life of the Kardashians and you haven't even reached the life of myself or Alexandria, then you're forever going to be in la la land and in, you know, imagination land. So just calm down to earth and start following real women who are doing extraordinary things. And the Kardashians are real women. I didn't say they were not real women. I'm just saying that they've achieved so much up here. And, you know, you need to come down to earth and follow real women who are doing great things. So this will be on replay on my page, maybe on Alexandria's page, but you can catch it. Watch this replay over and over. We shared a lot of nuggets.
Yes, this was amazing.
Nuggets. Yes. So Alexandria, you can finish off if you have any closing comments for women, and we can finish.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And the last words I would just say is you really can't do it. It just starts with your decision to do it. And while you're through the process, be grateful for where you are currently right now. Gratitude goes a long way. And also remember to just be playful and have fun. People are attracted to that. So
yes. You see why she has a nice marriage? Men love playful women. I'm telling you, my husband loves it when I'm playing and just being silly and kissing him and doing you just relax and just be playful. Men love playful women, but you can only be playful if you're at peace with your life. A lot of women can be playful because they're depressed, they're not doing well, they're not happy. So just hire me as your coach. You will be grateful, because I help you sort through all these things you're trying to sort through. But my price is what it is. It's $1,699. I'm sorry, but that is the value that I'm providing, and that's what I'm charging. But I will see you on Sunday on my Tea Time with Dr. Iyabo show. There is a change of time. It's now 4 p.m. this Friday. I had to change the timing because of the guests I have on, but we're talking about married couples and how you can keep saying I do. So don't miss it. Set your alarms, tell Alexa, and join us on Friday at 4 p.m. Alexandria, I know you're busy. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. We love you all. Bye-bye. Bye.